what is your view about their 9 months? Some are bringing out unaudited financials. What do you have to say about that? And the way that we're seeing that the banks, apparently, majority of them are right sizing already. Majority of them are losing their staff or have lost their staff due to the Japa syndrome, especially in the tech department. Many of them have left the shores of Nigeria to seek better, greener pastures elsewhere in Canada and in the United States. What do you have to say about how that is impacting the bottom line of these banks?
Well, I think the fact that key or quality staff are leaving banks for greener pasture shouldn't really affect the bank so much, because we still have quality personnel around that they can tap from. We still have quality human capital around that they can tap from. They can tap from. But the significant problem that they have now is that having to reprice existing loans and advances that have been that are already running, loans that are running in their books, and they're having to reprice them. At the time, those customers, those bank customers who have taken loans from them are also being confronted with a very, very harsh environment of business. So it's becoming a challenging time for the banks, and also for those for those companies that borrow from them. So for me, I think fairly well, though they have performed well in terms of cost recovery, but we haven't seen significant cost recovery on the part of banks, especially if you look at their earnings per share. It's just a slight growth a slight movement in earnings per share across board, except maybe FBN Holdings that print a very significant leap in its cost recovery, perhaps because of the fact that it was able also to recover very, very significant, made a significant recovery in loans that had been written off in the past. Loans that had been written off way back in 2015 that came back to the book of the bank, and also that gave the bank a leeway to be able to recover most of its cost, and that is a positive news for investors who are playing in that space. Who are holding FBN